Hi everybody, good morning here. I'm in the default 321 Neo over Boston, flying in live weather. But the subject of this video is something that everybody can do, which is setting up better keyboard commands. Setting up key commands is easy, and it's something I do, and people have asked me. I mean, in the videos I show, sometimes things are changing in the background, you don't know what I'm doing. Sure, you can, in this example, let's take a look at the ACL altitude selector. You can certainly move it with a mouse, but in turbulence it becomes difficult. But often what you'll see me doing in the background as I'm talking is it changes by itself, and I'm not necessarily touching it. It's because I have a keyboard command associated with that. At the same time, I may have a heading change. Notice how the heading is changing as well. I'm not touching or mousing it or using any type of hardware. Now I do connect hardware to it as well. I have a Microsoft Xbox controller, which I'm clicking on right now to move heading. Or I can use a honeycomb throttle quadrant, which I have. Same with speed. Speed seems to go up and down. You can see it there as I move the auto throttle. But I'm simply not doing anything with it. I am just fiddling with the keyboard command in terms of everything I do. So, and there's many other functions I use as well. Let's say I want to descend and maintain 5,000. Alright, so I'm going to dial down to 5 using the keyboard, and I'm going to go into vertical speed mode. So I'm going to actually hit a command I have set for that. Now I've popped up VS and I've gone to vertical speed, and I'm using the keyboard again to go down. So now I'm using a keyboard command, to go down. There we go, so you can just get a clear view on the PFD. I can change my vertical speed as well. Very easily to do, so you don't have to have hardware to do that. Very simple and easy. At the same time, I'll reduce my auto throttle speed to 200. So you can see I just dialed the tape down to 200 knots. And now there were 194 in that example. So I have several things attached to that, and certainly flaps. I used to use the old classic F keys for that. I don't anymore because I have hardware for that. Same with gear. Gear is mapped to either a simple joystick or honeycomb hardware as well. But autopilot functionality on and off, sometimes I used to have through keyboard, but that I mapped to buttons. But the things I use all the time are ACL, heading, speed, and vertical descent mode. Oh, and the other thing I love is level change. Airbus has different logic, but if I was in a Boeing, I go to 7,000. Bang, I'll hit a button for level change. It's not going to do it in this because they have something called open climb. Anyway, but let's go into that and show you how to program those different key functions. So we'll go to settings, controls, keyboard, and you can program them one by one if you want, or you can also type in the search bar. Now I know what my commands are, so if I type the number 0 in the search bar, it's going to show up everything that's empty, but it's going to show me the one thing I have here linked to 0. ATC panel choice is something that I don't know what that is, so I'm going to get rid of it. If you see a key command you don't want, just highlight it and hit backspace to get rid of it. Alright, and then there's other junk in here that I'm finding out that I don't want. Toggle instrument view 10. I don't want that either because I don't use keyboard commands to look at anything. But what I'm trying to demonstrate to you is the button I use for altimeter changing. I mean, ACL change. And now, of course, it's not showing up while I'm making a video. Let's see what the heck is going on now. Maybe I have... 9 is associated with one of them. Ugh, why is it disappearing on me now? 9. So, that's weird. I don't understand that bug. 9. That's not working. Let's see. I'll take in the word autopilot. Y. Toggle yaw damper, hit backspace, and I'm getting rid of it. No, I don't want that. I'm just getting rid of the key command. If you hit the backspace, you'll clear it out. So that's good. I got rid of yaw damper, and I've made it auto rudder. So you can change things very easily. So I'll just go back and check that it's saved. Auto rudder could be R or toggle it Y. So either one or the other. Anyway, I just want you to know you can change things quite easily. Go back and save. Very simply, that's how you do stuff with the keyboard commands. You can customize them very easily, but I wanted to let you know. One thing I wish we could do to lock to a keyboard is changing the range of the map. Impossible. They've never given us that ability. If anybody can come up with a way to link that to a keyboard without using a third-party software, let me know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I use in basic key commands. I don't think so. Not a heck of a lot. Lighting controls, I used to use keyboard for, but I really don't anymore. There's landing lights, I use Control L. Strobes or beacon, I use a semicolon. And anti-ice is linked to a regular comma. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but the basic ones I just showed you are the most important: speed, heading, altitude, vertical speed, and there you go. Hopefully that helps you in setting up basic cockpit keyboard commands.